This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories. Happy Star Wars Day, and welcome to my review of Tales of the Underworld. And it's more like two extended episodes of television telling overall one story. It's unlike the other ones, like previously the Ahsoka arc was more or less just telling three different moments. Same with the Dooku one. Then like the other ones, Morgan Elsbeth one, exact same, and the Barasafi one, while it was a little more connected to her joining the Inquisitors and everything, it was still more or less three separate stories. This one was very much like, well, not just like longer, but probably like an average, maybe slightly longer average episode of television, split into three parts. And this is for both of them, although there is a little bit of jumping around. In the Cad Bane one, it does tell ultimately the same story. Let's talk about them. The Cad Bane one was the weaker one, but still a solid episode. I think everything with his friend in the first episode, it just felt a little off, but it was just setting everything up for the next two ones as it introduced more and more characters. And the first one, I mean, it was fine. It was just showing kind of how Cad Bane got into the criminal lifestyle, and we even learn his original birth name, but honestly, I don't remember it too much. It was close to Cad Bane, but wasn't the exact same. And just going and looking at this, it was just interesting to go and look at. I think that seeing an evolution of Cad Bane as a character was interesting to see. The better parts are the next two episodes. I think that the second one is still a really solid one. Cad Bane wanting to get revenge and him being arrested by his friend. I think that ultimately worked out pretty well and helped set up the third one again. As these episodes, they jump around through different points of his life, but ultimately tell one story. And the final one definitely has the most interesting part of it. And with that, we get to see just some, it's a really, really interesting parts. It is the fact that Cad Bane has a son. And they technically don't say that, but they basically do say they just heavily, heavily imply what's going on here. They talk about how Cad Bane, well, would be not too happy when if he learns the truth, and something happened with his love interest character, and well, not only that she's dead, but also the fact that there's just something that he wouldn't like, and they keep talking about the kid, and is that it's not directly saying it, but it's fairly obvious that Cad Bane has a son. This was raised by his former friend, and he killed him in front of him, and it was just a really, really tragic moment. I think it was well done, and I really did enjoy it. I think the last one had the best tension of all of them. The best part of it is just really how it goes, and it just keeps building up to the to the moment of the fight. You see that countdown going on, and you just feel it getting more and more intense as things continue on. I think that it really was well done, and I really did enjoy that part. And yeah, honestly, that's really all I have to say about the first one. I think the first, well, not the first arc, but the Cad Bane arc, because that is technically the second one of these two. Although it is chronologically set first, because this is even before he becomes a bounty hunter and is set in the pre-Clone Wars era. And now just moving on to everything that was going on with Ventress. This one honestly was the better of the two storylines. It also is essentially just a full episode of television where there's small little gaps in between. And I say small gaps, it's literally like uh, you don't see her and the apprentice landing on a planet and moving on. And it starts off literally at the end of the Clone Wars arc that never got made. The one that was adapted into the novel, Dark Disciple. You get to see Quinlan Voss in it and talk about how he loves her and leaves her behind. There also is a really nice looking Obi-Wan there, although they didn't get James Arnold Taylor back and he's just standing there. You see that Ventress gets a choice of whether she wants to join her sisters in the afterlife or come back, and she chooses to come back. And this entire storyline, she's trying to go and get back with Gwendolyn until at the end she realizes that it really isn't the best thing for her, and she goes off on her own, but the apprentice goes and joins up with her. It'll be interesting to see if they do anything with that because I still don't feel like they fully justify bringing Ventress back. And just throughout the storyline, it's just which is really well told. I think that it was super exciting to see, and I really did enjoy that storyline. I think that everything with Ventress was interesting as she more or less does what both Hunter and Din Djarin have done, and go from this kind of a Carter character to finding a young child that needs help and going to help them. Yeah, honestly, I think it was. Like I said, it was really well done. I really enjoyed it. I think that the story was super exciting, and honestly, I really am excited to go and see what happens because, as I said, the story was interesting, and I think that they have to do more with the characters. Going through just some of the individual ones, I like the heist that was going on in the second episode and the bounty hunter's betrayal. Yeah, it was obvious, but it still worked. I think that just everything that was going on in it, it just was so exciting. I just really enjoyed it, and I think that it's gonna be just really great to see Avengers return if they do more because I think they have to justify bringing her back. As I said, this really wasn't enough to go and justify bringing Ventress back, so I do think that they do need to do more. And yeah, honestly, I want to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments. Once again, may the 4th be with you, and I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.